Mustard Knuckle.
Hello everybody, Mustard Knuckle back again, heading out in the Tiger H1. On our way, I'm going to try to just get up to the top of this hill. We'll talk history, we'll look at this gameplay, see what happens here, and maybe talk some tactics about the Tiger, how to kill it, how not to get killed, hopefully, we'll see. And then we'll, like I said, we'll cover some of the history stuff along the way. Here we go. I'm not going to go running in this time. I'm going to lay back. I want to see how this thing works. I just got it. I don't have much done to it. I have no idea. I might have parts and stuff, but I can't remember. So I'm going to lay back and I'm going to see how it works at range and see whether just working this hill and being a little farther away helps my survivability. I've discovered this thing's pretty easy to kill, and most people know how to kill it, so it's really not... There we go, come on. It's really not as much of a challenge to... Oh, well, see, there we go, like I'm talking about. The Tiger is not a terribly difficult tank to kill if you have any kind of decent round. There's a couple different ways to... The main way to do it is the flat plate. That whole plate in the front, if you got any kind of ammo with any kind of pen, it's 101, 102 millimeters thick. So if you got anything that can pen at all, you can go right through that, no problem. You don't have to aim for anything. If you got something with a little less pen, you can aim for either side of the driver's window, which has those vertical pieces there. You can aim for those. And that's the easiest way. If you're behind it, then it's even easier, or on the side. But if you're going head on, that's what you want to do. Historically, I'm going to try to go a little more into history on this one than I did on the other video I made. And look at those wheels right there. So those wheels, see how they cross over each other? And they are like interwoven. It was a huge problem for this tank. This is part of the over-engineering of the tank. It had wide tracks, it was hard to transport. Those wheels being overlapped the way that they are didn't do well then in mud, ice, snow, all that kind of stuff. They'd get jammed up. Well, then when it gets jammed up, the thing's so heavy, nothing could tow it. It would take 2 to 3 vehicles to tow it. They try to tow it with another tank, they burn up the engine and all that kind of stuff. So very, very challenging using this thing effectively in real life. Now, that being said, Tiger 1s and Tiger 2s were responsible for close to 20,000 or even over 20,000 kills, or maybe even just destruction of 20,000 units. So it was about half and half between tanks and gun emplacements or artillery. Nice. That front corner on those Panthers, pretty nice spot to hit. All right, here we go. Oh boy, he's coming at me. More planes everywhere. I think those are gonna be over. I don't want to come up there though. And all right, good, lucky. So yeah, those wheels became a huge problem, and like I said, the tracks are a problem. Even the wheels, if they need to replace one of those inner wheels, it's not just like where you pop it off and you can replace it. You had to be able to get to it, and the way that they're aligned over each other, you couldn't just take one off and get to one up the line. You had to actually disassemble a series of wheels. Oh, just took it right in the barrel. I'll take that though. I mean, that better than anywhere else. I mean, that's an easy fix. Here we go. So I got parts, but the problem with those, was that you just had to do a major disassembly just to do simple work on the wheels and tracks and all that kind of stuff. So not ideal. Let's see, come on. I love getting those kills when you can manage to clip an airplane. It's fantastic. And I'm not doing anything back here but repairing anyway, so I might as well take the shot. Right now we're in okay shape. We got 2 points. We got C still needs to be covered, but we'll work on that in a minute. further on to the Tiger, there were a couple developmental things early on. There was an option they were going to go with like a electric gas power, but it was determined pretty quickly that the materials that were needed to do the electric portion of that were just not in strong supply in Germany by that point. You know, we're talking about mid-40s probably. Well, actually, this would have been during development. So during development would have been, oh boy, this guy's gonna get me. During development, they discovered like there's no way that we can do this. Let's see if I, oh, can I get, nope, not quite. They realized that just the materials weren't going to be available. Let's skim the ground, see if we can get away from him. He's going to get, he's on us. Alright, so I'm just going to keep this turn going. We're done. Yep, there it is. The materials were not going to be available for that electrical portion, so they eliminated that from the plan and then just went on to a more conventional system for the power. Now, the power on this was all gas. Germany was not big on developing diesel. Maybe they couldn't make diesel, I don't know, but there was a reason. And then by the end of the war, you know, gas was even in short supply for the Germans. And this thing was not fuel efficient. It had a big old giant engine that was always working hard. So they burned the fuel, and that became a problem later on. So, great tank, but just so many different shortcomings based on what was available. You know, back to the engine again. What engine was available was a 650 horsepower one initially, which is more than, you know, the Italians couldn't build anything like that, which is funny because the Germans had it, but the Italians didn't, and early in the war they were allies, so you would think Germany might help out and say, hey, Italy, we got something you might be interested in. Not so much. Here we go. Boom. I'm lucky he stopped. I think if he didn't stop, I think I might have barely missed him. But, you know, the Axis powers, Japan, but they're in Japan, Germany and Italy, early in the war, they didn't work very well together. They didn't do anything. Let's see if I can get this. Yeah. Nice. Good gun. You know, something like that that's a little tiered down, that's an easy kill with this thing. Let's see. Good gun, pretty good reload, pretty good mobility. Generally tough to kill, but like I said, I mean, there's so many people that know how to kill this thing. It's just not that. You can't run in this thing like some people like to think that you can and have any success. You might get a couple, especially early on when only the fast ones are getting in there, but an M18 can kill this, Jumbo can kill this with the solid shot for sure. You know, especially if you're head on with them, they'll just finish you right off. This H1 that I'm in now wasn't actually developed until the early 40s. So while they developed this, they started developing this in the late 30s. They went through so many variations, just little fixes here, little fixes there, that we didn't even get. I think this guy's stuck. We didn't get to the H1 until mid-42, and that went in with the 88 millimeter gun, which at 88, anything 88 is pretty solid. It's fantastic. So, operationally, with this, like I said earlier, it did really well operationally as far as kills, but they lost a lot also, and a lot of them were just abandoned because once they broke down, there wasn't really a way to transport them. So they made 1,300 something of these. They made maybe, call it 500. That's probably on the high side of the Tiger 2s. They lost 1,700 of them, and a lot of those they just gave up because they, you know, there was one that was captured by the Allies. I can't remember if it was Britain or United States. Anyway, the Allies got it. And a shot, yeah, it must have been the British, because the shot was from a Churchill, I think, and it bounced off the barrel and then jammed in the horizontal turret ring they couldn't fire. The crew bailed out, and then the English captured it, and that's where they learned a lot about this tank from. Oh well. And then learning through that captured tank, they figured out a lot of things that helped them out with tactically later on with the Tiger. We are going to lose. This game is over. This did not work. This was a fail on my part. Well, I'll take another kill to finish the game, but I helped, but we did not capture. I mean, 7 kills. That's it. 5th place. Looks like some guys got a lot of kills in this game, but I guess we probably forgot to cap. That would be my guess. 20 hits, 7 targets destroyed. I'll take it. We'll keep going on the history here. I'm going to keep doing some Tiger videos until we can kind of get all the way through all the things that happened, because it was a pretty important tank. There were a lot made. There were a lot of actions with this tank. Let's see what those guys get. 5, 5, 1, 1, oh, 7. The guy sat back. Well, there's a problem. He sat back the whole time and shot airplanes. So that worked out pretty well. Too bad we lost. I hate losing. It's no fun. But there were a lot of engagements with this tank, so we'll do some more videos about it. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Subscribe, like, comment, let me know. And good luck. Have fun. And we'll see you in the next one.